Hello and welcome to Donegal Overlanding. This channel is brought to you by Euro 4x4 Parts and in association with BF Goodrich Tyres. We're going to have a look at the Fourby UK clock and USB sockets. Now, when you open up the packet, you'll see there's this QR code, so you need to just download the QR reader from the App Store and use your camera and it will automatically scan, and that will take you to an instruction set on the internet. So you can see there's a full detailed description with photographs of every single step that I'm going to show you here in the video. You're going to need a few tools to get started: a flat-headed screwdriver, a 2.5mm Allen key and some wire strippers. Now, when you get this, it's 3D printed, you'll need to do some cleanup of the print before you can assemble the electronics. So once you've pulled all that apart, you get the thing nice and clean. So once it's all cleaned up, we need to add the USB module. You can see which way it goes in here, and then you put it on a flat surface and it clips into place. You can see it nice and flush there. Now you find the retaining screw from your parts bag, and you have to be careful adding in the screw. The hole is perfectly sized for it, but you may need to try and clean out the hole a little, as it will contain support material from printing. The screw needs to cut its own threads to get started. Now if you push the wires from the clock part through the hole, make sure that the clock is orientated so that the two buttons are on the left hand side, because that means the display will be up the right way. And you see it all just clips together nice and easily. Now for the wiring, you have to cut the red and black wire, and that's so we can jump it into the USB module. So if you pull these two wires apart and then get the wire strippers, and if you just strip them off at the ends, and then you cut the part of the wire that you just cut off. And the reason for this is you're going to twist these together and rejoin it, but you can then put this into the USB module to give it power from the clock. So it's quite hard to see here in the video, but we're connecting the two reds together and the two blacks together and just twisting them. You take the small screwdriver and unscrew this so that the connector is opened up. Make sure you observe the polarity, which is marked underneath, but the red goes in next to the jack there, and once you've put it in, you tighten it down and make sure it's tight. You do not want it coming loose, and you can just give it a gentle tug just to make sure that it's nice and secure and it's got a nice bite on the thread. And you do the same with the black wire. It's the second one in from the left. Now this comes with a feeler kit, and this is so that we can remove the original clock. So you can see the locations roughly there. That helps get it released. It does take a couple of minutes just trying to make sure you get the correct part, but you can actually feel it. And when you pull this out, you have to pull the block out the back of the hazard lights and this block out the back of the clock. Then you remove, by pressing the two prongs, the hazard light switch, and that just gets swapped straight over into the Fourby unit, and you just push it back in with a snap. Plug the hazard light back in, Now here you have to get the red and the black wires. You can see the wire we're putting in here is the black wire. It lines up with the black wire on the back of the block, and the red wire goes onto the green wire. So that's important to note. It's the exact position you can see here. The red on the green and the black on the black. Now this has been taped over with insulating tape. Some people might not be happy with this kind of wiring. They can use solder or whatever they want to do a better job. But as this is a little video guide, I wanted to copy the method that was used in the guide on the Fourby website. And this basically just holds it all, so nice and secure. It's not the neatest job I've ever done in the whole world, but it works. Now at this point you want to test it, so turn on the ignition, and you can see that it lights up. Now, there's two probes in the back there, one for the cabin temperature and another one which can be routed through into the engine bay to do external temperature or to put in the coolant header tank. Once you've got that in the back, you just push it in nice and firm and it'll snap perfectly into place. And you can see there's the clock nice and bright by turning on the ignition. You can see it cycling through the display, so there's the date, the internal temperature again because there's two of them there, and the voltage of the battery. There's a sticker that comes with it, which I didn't put in the video, which you should stick to the side of your car door on the inside, so that you can program it if you don't know. On the left there is the red EGT gauge, also from Fourby, which you've seen in our earlier videos. It's a lovely factory finish. So if you check out fourby.co.uk if you're interested in that, and thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. Cheers.